जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Hasbihari Radha, Hasbihari Radha. Radha Sham Sundar Radha, Sham Sundar Radha. Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radha. Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Vamsi Gopal. Jaya Vamsi Gopal. Vamsi Gopal. Jaya Vamsi Gopal. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Devi, Jaya Sudarshan. Jaya Sitai Sachi Sutta, Sitai Sachi Sutta, Nitai Sachi Sutta, Sitai Sachi Sutta. Jaya Panduranga Bhutala, Hari Hari Bol, Panduranga Bhutala, Hari Hari Bol. Jaya Shakti Mahatani, Jaya Shakti Mahatani, Shakti Mahatani, Jaya Shakti Mahatani, Jaya Shat Goswami, Jaya Guru Parampara, Shat Goswami, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Jaya Jaya Guru Dev. जय बोलो एक धर्म हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय. पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Hare Krishna everyone. So welcome all to this Saturday morning session on Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we are going to discuss on Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 8, Chapter 11 and verse number 8. So this chapter is describing how Lord Indra is annihilating the demons. So kindly repeat after me. Tad idam kala rashanam
Tat idam kala rasanam
jagat pashyanti surayah
jagat pasanti suraya
na hrisyanti na shochanti tatra
नारिष्यन्ति न शोचन्ति
tatra yuyam apanditah.
तत्र युम पंडिता
Okay, once more we'll repeat. Tad idam kala rashanam
तत् इदं कालक्षणं
jagat pashyanti surayah
जगत् पश्यन्ति सूर्या
na hrisyanti na shochanti
न हस्यन्ति न शोचन्ति
tatra yuyam apanditah.
तत्र यूयं पंडिता.
Okay, let's go to the synonyms. Tad, therefore. Idam, this whole material world. Kala Rashanam is moving because of time eternal. Jagat, moving forward, this whole universe. Pashyanti, observe. Suryaha, those who are intelligent by the admission of the truth. Na, not. Rishyanti, become jubilant. Na, nor. Shochanti, lament. Tatra, in such. Yuyam, you all demigods. Panditaha, not very learned, having forgotten that you are working under eternal time. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Seeing the movements of time, those who are cognizant of the real truth neither rejoice nor lament for different circumstances. Therefore, because you are jubilant due to your victory, you should be considered not very learned. Purport. Bali Maharaj knew that Indra, the king of heaven, was extremely powerful, certainly more powerful than he himself. Nonetheless, Bali Maharaj challenged Indra by saying that Indra was not a very learned person. In Bhagavad Gita 2.11, Krishna rebuked Arjuna by saying, Ashochayan anvashochastvam prajnavadamsha bhasase gatasun agatasumsha na anushochanti panditaha. While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy or grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. Thus, as Krishna challenged Arjuna by saying that he was not a Pandita or a learned person, Bali Maharaj also challenged King Indra and his associates. In this material world, everything happens under the influence of time. Consequently, for a learned person who sees how things are taking place, there is no question of being sorry or happy because of the waves of material nature. After all, since we are being carried away by these waves, what is the meaning of jubilant or morose? One who is fully conversant with the laws of nature is never jubilant or morose because of nature's activity. In Bhagavad Gita 2.14, Krishna advises one to be tolerant. Tam stitikshasva bharata. Following this advice of Krishna's, one should not be morose or unhappy because of circumstantial changes. This is the symptom of a devotee. A devotee carries out of devotee carries out his duty in Krishna consciousness and is never unhappy in awkward circumstances. He has full faith that in such circumstances, Krishna protects his devotee. Therefore, a devotee never deviates from his prescribed duty of devotional service. The material qualities of jubilation and moroseness are present even in the demigods, who are very highly situated in the upper planetary system. Therefore, when one is undisturbed by so-called favorable and unfavorable circumstances of this material world, he should be understood to be Brahma Bhuta or self-realized. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.54, Brahma Bhutaha Prasannatma no Shochati na Kankshati. One who is, can you please lift it? Raise the screen, please. I can't read below this. Sanatan Prabhu, yeah. One who is transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. When one is undisturbed by material circumstances, he should be understood to be a transcendental, he should be understood to be on the transcendental stage, above the reactions of three modes of material nature. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruhu Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupa Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Stute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuva Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Swarupa Damodara Swamin Iti Namini Namasad Bhaktamani Manipur Udbhavaya Shila Prabhupada Lasatavani Pracharini Ratayate Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Ite Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadaliye Krishnaye Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all the assembled devotees for this Saturday morning's discussion on this great transcendental literature called Srimad Bhagavatam. And before I begin, I would like to take the blessings, and I request for the prayers from everyone so that I'm able to speak something that is fitting for this verse, something that is meaningful, useful, and something by which I can get some purification. And it helps all of us in growing in our spiritual life. So today we are discussing on verse number 8 of chapter 11, and this chapter is titled King Indra Annihilates the Demons, and we are in the 8th canto. So who is actually saying this verse? This verse, Tadidam Kala Rachanam. Who is saying this? This is Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj is saying this verse, and he's saying this to King Indra. So here Bali Maharaj is actually displaying a great amount of wisdom, of knowledge that he is possessing. So he is using this Gyan. By giving this Gyan, he is also indirectly trying to needle our Indra, King Indra or Lord Indra. So because Bali Maharaj knows that he is going to stare defeat, he is going to be defeated very soon. So, but still he is not willing to, like, in a normal situation also we see in this mundane world, when we are defeated, we do not want to gracefully acknowledge our defeat. There is a grace in acknowledging the defeat also. But what we do, we try to find some excuse, and we try to give reasons that because of this reason it happened, because of that reason it happened. So we do not want to acknowledge the opposition for defeating us. In any sphere of life, we see this happening. So Bali Maharaj actually knows the power of King Indra. As one of the greatest in the heavenly kingdom, is the king of all the demigods. And certainly there is nobody more powerful than him in the heavenly kingdom. And he also acknowledges that he knows that Indra is more powerful than Bali Maharaj himself. So he's actually, in one sense, challenging him by saying that you're showing so much of jubilation because you're winning. So this is not a sign of a learned person. So, because Indra is rejoicing, the manner in which he was rejoicing, that gave a lot of sorrow to Bali Maharaj. And so basically, Bali Maharaj is showing here that he's not he's a disgraceful loser. He doesn't want to give the credit to Indra. So Bali Maharaj was more knowledgeable. See this here now. On one hand, Bali Maharaj is born in Asurakul, okay, that is demons. But still he was more knowledgeable than Indra. That's why he was able to say these things very clearly to Indra. So Asurakul means because he was a great grandson of the great demon Hiranyakashipu. But when he was small, he lost his father, that is Virochan, to the demigods, and at a very young age he was given the responsibility to manage the affairs. So he became the king. So when he was very small, he was under the guidance of his grandfather, that is Prahlad Maharaj. Now Prahlad Maharaj was also a very pure devotee. In fact, both Bali Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj are two of the 12 Mahajans. Swayambur, Narado, Shambhu, that is Swayambur is Brahmaji, then Narada and Shambhu, that is Lord Shiva. Kumar, Kapilo, Manu, the 4 Kumaras, then Lord Kapila, the son of Devati, and Manu, son of Brahma. Prahlado, Janako, Bhishmo, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, and Bhishma, Pita. Balir, Vyasakir, Vayam means Yamaraj himself. So Yamaraj is saying. So these are the 12 Mahajans, And why they are called Mahajans? Because they know the real essence of religious principle, that is transcendental, nature of the or the Bhagavad Dharma, which is the supreme Dharma or the surrender to the Supreme Lord or the love for him. So all these things they know very well, and thus they are believed to be situated above the modes of nature. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. So this is very difficult to attain for a mundane or ordinary human being. But if by chance one is fortunate, then he can understand these things. So how did Bali Maharaj then, lose that? He has not lost the position, but then because, see, unlike Prahlad Maharaj, even though he was born in Asurakul, but right from the womb of his mother, he was taking the complete shelter of his guru, that is Narad Muni. The entire guidance, entire instruction, everything he was taking from Narad Muni. And even when he was growing up, he never took the association of the demons. He rather tried to make them demons. He was only preaching that Vishnu is supreme, Krishna is supreme, like that. So as a result, he was not touched by the demonic mentality. However, in the case of Bali Maharaj, what happened was, when he was young, he was influenced and taking all the instructions from his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj. But as he was executing his duties to rule the various hellish planets, he became a little bit puffed up. And then in the process to execute the duty, he had to take the association of the demons. And most importantly, he took the instructions from his guru, that is Shukracharya. And Shukracharya is the guru of the demons. And whatever Shukracharya said, he was following. So as a result, he went to the level of even conquering the heavenly planets. He became so powerful that he created a lot of disturbance. He dislodged all the demigods from the respective planetary positions. And that is how this whole Leela has actually opened up, because the demigods were displaced. Once they were displaced, they went to Brahmaji for help. And Brahmaji prayed to Vishnu to help them. And that is how the Samudra Manthan Leela was entirely planned by the Lord himself, because the Lord wanted the demons to be defeated, and once again the demigods to be to win, and once again restored back to their second. So therefore, what we learn from this is that choosing a wrong association or a wrong guru who is envious of Supreme Personality of Godhead can cost. So this is what happened. So it cost Bali Maharaj the right to earn Lord's favor. So we can draw the lesson. So lesson here, lesson 1 would be choose the right association and the right bona fide guru. Because the right association in life can help us to understand and appreciate the glories of the guru, and thus attain the ultimate goal of our life, which is craving for Krishna Prem. Krishna Prema Pradayate, which we say daily, we recite for our Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tushye Namaha. So this, if we can learn the essence, I have actually given an acronym for this as CRACK, C-R-A-K. So crack the code. So crack stands for, CRA stands for choosing the right association. CRA, choosing the right association. And the CK is crave for Krishna consciousness. So you choose the right association and crave for Krishna consciousness. That way you can crack the code. So you have to crack the code. So this is the first lesson that we can draw from this particular verse. Now, the first line starts with Tadidam Kala Rachanam. That means the whole thing is the game of Kala Rachanam. That means the eternal time. So Bali Maharaj says that this whole material world is controlled by Kala or time. So who are you to claim the jubilation of victory? He is telling this to King Indra. It is the work of Kala. So we can see how time has changed now. So in the 6th chapter, when we were reading, we found that the demigods were in bad trouble, and the Kala was favoring the demons, isn't it? And when the Kala was favoring demons, what did the Lord advise the demigods? He said, make a truce with the demons, and you bide your time, wait for time, let this time pass by. This time is not good for you because you are not flourishing. So you make a truce with the demigods, with the demons and asuras, and wait for the right time to come. Kalena nu gritaistai. So kalena nu gritaistai means the time is not favorable for you. That is what he advised, which we learned in the 6th chapter. Because time doesn't, time and tide waits for none, isn't it? So time doesn't spare anyone. So we have seen in our own practical lives, in this material universe, in this material world, so many things are happening because of the influence of time. Once upon a time, we learn from scriptures that the entire Bharat was virtually this entire world. And then due to continental drifting, various disintegration happened. And now there are so many continents, 5 or 6 continents are there. Then so many countries are there. Because this end to that end was all actually Bharat. And in so many thousands of years, this kind of things has happened. And further, we have also seen that our own country got split into so many different countries. Pakistan was formed, Sri Lanka went, Bangladesh, so many like that, different countries have formed. This all happened over a period of time. And some of the things we have witnessed in our own life, isn't it? Like Pakistan, Bangladesh and all that. And likewise, Japan. See, Japan is a classic example of a country that was once upon a time a superpower, reduced to ashes by the 2 bombings, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and again they rose back. So the time goes like a wave. It has got a trough, it's got a crest like that. Also, we saw the great Persian nation, Persia, such a big country. In just a matter of 100 years of Mughal rule, it got transformed into Iran, and the whole country became Islamic. Likewise, even Lebanon, I read recently, Lebanon in 1950s and 60s was a 100% Christian dominated country. The entire demography got changed in a matter of just 20 years. And then 20 years, this Lebanon became completely Islamic. Now we are seeing even Europe demography is changing very rapidly. And India also is feared as the next target by the Islamists. Similarly, if you see of some corporates, where is Nokia now? Nokia was the number one when mobile phones were first being used. Nokia used to be the number one, the most sought after phone. People were not asking, you're having a mobile. They said, are you having a Nokia? Now today, where is Nokia? So this is all, we understand is basically the work of time. So as Kali Yuga advances, even the Yavanas or this Chandalas who are lower than the Shudras are likely to take the complete control, and they will start ruling this world. So in Katha Upanishad, there is a very good verse which says, I'll read it. Yasya Brahma cha Shatram cha Ubhe Bhavata Odanaha Mrityu Ryasyo Pashe Chanam Ka Ita Veda Yatra Saha. What it means is, eventually the Brahmanas, Brahma and Kshatriyas and everyone else will be completely devoured, or consumed by like a meal by the Supreme. This form of Supreme Lord, the giant form is like a all-devouring giant. And in that, Krishna will try to consume everybody. This is actually mentioned in Katha Upanishad. And we understand from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna says, Kalosmi Lokakshatkrit Pravardrudo. That means Kalosmi, time I am, Lokakshakrit. Lokakshakrit means what? That means I will destroy the entire worlds. Pravardo, I am the great destroyer. So that way Krishna has already given. So that's why this he tells to Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna was perplexed and slightly confused whether to kill his own kinsmen, his relatives, his guru, and all those people were lined up there. So how can he dare do that? So Krishna gave him this gyan at that time and said that whether you kill them or not, they're all already dead. Okay, so don't stop your fighting. You think that you're doing it? No, they're already dead. In fact, they're already dead. So death cannot be checked. So except for the Pandavas, everybody else in the battlefield was destroyed. So therefore, we understand that time can destroy everything. And in material world, everything is destructible, and time, which is Krishna, is the ultimate controller for happening these things. So this is law of nature. So this is the second lesson that we draw. So the first lesson we already studied. What was the first lesson? We said first lesson is crack the code. Crack the code means what? Choose the right association for craving for Krishna consciousness. So the second lesson here is the code for that is TIK, T-I-K. What is T-I-K? Time is Krishna. Very easy to remember. So when we think time is Krishna, that means we will not waste our time. We will prioritize our time. We will become a better time manager. Time management will be done very well. And in short, our productivity will increase. We'll become more efficient. Lot of benefits. 90% of the people are not able to perform to the excellence because we are poor in managing time, because we don't respect time. So if you respect time, time will respect us, because we cannot abuse time. By not respect time is we are abusing the time, and then time is also watching us. So remember this tick, T-I-K. It's like, the clock tick, 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 it goes on ticking. That tick, tick, nothing but time is Krishna. Very easy to remember. Okay. So once we understand this, then there is no cause for any lamentation. Na shochati, na kankshati, isn't it? So in this verse, it is also mentioned, Bali Maharaj, when he's giving this wonderful gyan to King Indra, he says, na rishyanti, na sochanti, tatra yuyam apanditaha. That means he says that what sort of learned person you are. You are not a learned person because you are jubilant. You are rishyanti. Rishyanti means you are jubilant. So we cannot be in material world. There is no question of being jubilant. There is no question of being sorrow. Na richanti, na sochanti. So here the lesson that we can learn is don't be happy, don't lament. So this I am giving an acronym of dole, D-O-H, don't be happy, dole, that is don't lament. So dole. So this is what I thought is very good. So to analyze this particular phrase more, we take the shelter of what Prabhupada has given in this in the purport. So in the purport, he quotes Bhagavad Gita 2.11, where actually Krishna is rebuking Arjuna by saying that Ashochayan anvashochayastam prajnavadam sabhashase. That means what sort of wisdom or learned person you are lamenting for something that is not worth lamenting. Gata sum agata sumcha. That means whether somebody is dead or somebody who is living. Nanu shochanti panditaha. Such a person cannot be learned. So a learned person will not waste his time in lamenting for such things. So thus Krishna, to motivate Arjuna in the battlefield, actually challenged him. And then in the process, Arjuna got motivated, and then he started to take up the battle seriously. So first of all, knowledge is required. And if the knowledge comes from the higher authority, preferably your Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, the Vaishnavas with whom we associate, whom we respect, revere, then what happens? We take it up very seriously. So here Arjuna took it up very seriously, and as a result, the result was positive. So Krishna says very clearly that a learned person will not be morose, or he will not be sorrow, because he understands that he is part of this wave. So the wave has got a crest, that is the topmost point of the wave, and it has got a trough. So the topmost face is like the crest, it is like the happiness, and then when it comes down trough, that is sorrow or morose feeling. So when you know that this wave is going like this, what is the big deal? You are happy now, you're sorrow. Then again you're happy, you're sorrow. So this continues. So a wise person will not buy all these things. He will be equipoised. So then he understands that this is the work of the sensory perceptions. Matra sparshastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkada agamo napayino nityas tam sitikshasva bharata. Beautiful verse where Krishna gives more gyan. So we understand that all the so-called happiness, sorrow, jubilation, and all those things are just a sense perception. When the senses are in touch with the sense object, you either feel happy. When you lose that particular connection, then you are sorrow. But in reality, this is not true. So they come and go. Chittoshna, that means like the winter and summer seasons. So, or sukha dukkha, happiness and sorrow. Agama apayino, that means they come and they go. And they are anityas, they are non-permanent. So what is so one who understands this, he is the most tolerant. Tam stitikshasva bharata. So one has to be tolerant. So we get the third lesson from here now. And the third lesson is that happiness and distress are resulting from sense perception. So when we discharge our duty properly by observing the principle of tolerance, because we know that nothing is permanent here, even the happiness and distress, everything is non-permanent, then we will be able to be equipoised, and then ultimately we'll be able to get the real essence of this whole creation. Otherwise, we get lost in this trough and crest. So we observe it also because in the Prabhupada mentions also in the purport that in practical life we see that sometimes as to observe the Vedic principles, you have to take bath in cold water, even in the Magh Mas. Magh Mas is January, February month. But we have to tolerate that. But most of us, what do? We cannot tolerate. We cannot tolerate Vrindavan winter also. We need geyser. And in the summer, we are not able to bear the summer. We need a good air conditioner. So the one who is able to tolerate this, understanding the essence of the absolute truth, he is the one who is able to come out of this illusion, that is Maya. So Krishna advises everyone to be tolerant. Tam sitikshasva bharata. So in this way, the joys, or moroseness, it is mentioned here in the purport that not only in this earth planet, but even the demigods in the upper planets are also exhibiting the similar qualities. They are also exhibiting happiness. They are also exhibiting sorrow. So they are not showing the pattern of not being, undisturbed. So they are also looking at favorable situation. They are also looking for unfavorable situation. So therefore, it is clear that even in the upper planetary system, the same problems are existing. Okay. So what is the solution? The solution is one has to rise above this kind of, situation. So one has to come to the situation of Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. So at the Brahma Bhuta stage, when one reaches, that means you attain the pure consciousness or pure devotional service unto him, unto the Lord. Brahma Bhuta is also called as Vasudev stage. Vasudev means a stage where Vasudev reveals everything to the person, or it's also called as Kaivalya. So at that pure consciousness stage, one is joyful for a different reason, because one is completely absorbed in the devotional service. And when one is completely absorbed in the devotional service, by taking shelter of the Lord, he experiences the spiritual bliss. And that bliss is cannot be compared to the so-called material jubilation, material happiness, which are very, very small in that realm. Okay. So in the material concept, we always try to satisfy our own senses. And then sometimes we are satisfying, sometimes, we are getting disappointed. So this is the absolute misery of middle life. So whereas a devotee, of the Lord, who is completely engaging in the service of the Lord, he is always in the pure waters. He's come out of this dirty consciousness. He's always practicing Cheto Darpana Marjanam, and he's in the complete stage. So at that stage, it is said that it's like a how do I say it? Even if something a bad thing happens, also he will not even realize. It's like the analogy is given is like when a serpent bites you, but the serpent doesn't have a teeth. What is the value of that bite? So similarly, in the Brahma Bhuta stage, even when the sorrow or something in the material world comes, you will not even be affected, because you will be above the modes. So these modes will not touch you at all. So that you will see all, in every person you will see Paramatma. You will see in relation to the Paramatma. So that will give you a lot of joy. And then you will realize that in this material world, it is only these pleasures are only because of this sense perception, and they are all you cannot enjoy it in the long run. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yono eva evate adyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate Buddha. So intelligent person or somebody who is a Buddha, he will not take any pleasure in this kind of material happiness, because he is experienced a higher happiness. And when compared to the higher happiness, this material happiness is very, very insignificant. And that higher happiness is completely absorbed in the service of the Lord, in the lotus feet of the Lord. Ramate yogino anante. So he gets complete satisfaction in performing the higher service. And therefore, what we should do is we should try to divert our addiction. See, we are all basically coming from a background where we are addicted to material pleasures. So material pleasures means we think it is because we're connecting that to the body. And this wrong identification is giving us the wrong result also. It is not giving us a permanent solution. So when you are addicted, so you divert that, because you cannot completely come to a negation point. You have to divert that addiction to supreme absolute pleasure, supreme absolute, So therefore, the acronym that you can, lesson 4 that you can take from here is divert the addiction of material pleasure to supreme absolute pleasure. From damn to ASAP. So ASAP means like as soon as possible also you can take, but the real meaning is here is the absolute supreme pleasure. Absolute supreme pleasure. Okay, so damn to ASAP. So that is what we can do. So in this way, we understand from this entire episode of what Bali Maharaj is saying here to Indra, he said in a very minimal words that you are showing your jubilation, but therefore you are not a learned person. So we can get a lot of information, and these 4 lessons which we have studied today, I would like to just summarize. So the first thing is you have to choose the right association, and then only with the right association you can crave for Krishna. So that is crack the code, because we cannot afford to make the mistake that Bali Maharaj made. We have to, we are conditioned souls, but once we get the knowledge, we have to come out of this conditioned nature, and the best way is to crave for Krishna consciousness, and therefore you choose the right association. So Vaishnava Seva, Sadhu Sangha, and so Bhajana Kriya, all this comes, and then it will lead us to Krishna Prem, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, and all that will come. So this is very key. That's a lesson number 1. And lesson number 2 is tick, 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 time. So time is Krishna. So whenever we see clock, we remember Krishna. No, it is not Tissot, or it is not that citizen, the citizen watch, or this is, Apple watch and all that. We are, taking in that concept. No, ultimately it is Krishna. So every second that the second needle is ticking, our lifespan is actually counted and it is diminished. So when we take in that spirit, this entire time becomes Krishna. Third lesson, what is that? Do dole. What is do dole? Don't be happy and don't lament. be equipoised, because this material world will test you at every situation. You will be fed with success, material success, and then suddenly we are on the top, and after some time nobody cares for it, and we become very much morose, or we are facing a lot of other problems in life. Sometimes we face problems even when we are carrying out our seva also. Somebody says something and we get emotionally upset, but it is all at the mental platform only. So once we understand the realm, what is there, so then we can gradually come out of it, because the ultimate goal we should not lose. Because sometimes when we get trapped in these small things, we are delaying our purpose of life. Our purpose is to go back home, back to God as soon as possible. And Krishna is waiting for us. Our Guru is waiting for us. They are all ready to help us, but we are delaying it. So don't be happy and don't lament in this material world. Okay. And the fourth and the last lesson that we learned in today's thing is damp to ASAP. Damp is what? Divert the addiction of material pleasure and get addicted to the supreme absolute pleasure. So divert your addiction from material pleasure to supreme absolute pleasure. That is damp to ASAP. So this is what the 4 lessons we can draw. Beyond this, I think I'm not able to perceive or conceive anything. So with this, I will end today's session. And if anybody has any questions or comments, please come forward. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for this nice and wonderful class. Yeah, if anyone is having any question regarding today's class, they can raise the hand. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We have a question by our Madan Manohar Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Oh. Hare Krishna, Madan Manohar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Prabhuji.
Dandavad Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Prabhupada is saying chant and be happy. You are saying don't be happy.
Yes.
I think your meaning saying, don't be overly happy, right? Don't get overly jubilant or lament.
No, I said don't be happy in the material. Don't be take happiness for material senses. No, I explained that.
Material senses. Okay.
So all the material, that is in the material world, whatever happiness we are getting, okay, that is not to be something that you have to be jubilant of. Chanting is that is, I said, spiritual. So from damn to ASAP, I said no. So that ASAP is basically supreme absolute pleasure. That is chanting.
Okay. No, because what I was thinking, we are not dead stone, right? We are living people. So naturally, emotions will be there. We have to lament, we have to cry. I mean, we have to be happy sometimes. But I mean, like, don't get overly happy or overly keep lamenting. That I was thinking that was what you meant to say. So anyway, yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, I mean, see, ultimately, whichever way we look at it, I mean, see, a typical conditioned soul is automatically getting over happy, overreaction is there. Now, we are all conditioned, no doubt. But we understand that if you are in a conditioned stage, you cannot go back home, back to God, isn't it? So therefore, the procedure to get yourself freed from this is to get the knowledge also, knowledge from the scriptures. And scriptures is what they say. I mean, this is the gyan that Krishna has given to Arjuna also. And so we take it, and then we cannot negate things, because our swabhav is itself, to be emotional, to be happy, to be sad. So divert it. So when we divert it to the higher cause, higher pleasure, then this becomes insignificant. And this is what, in the journey of spiritual life, we are all actually experiencing. So as a child, we would have been crying for missing a lollipop. Today, if somebody steals a lollipop from your hand, you will not cry, will you? Whereas when you are a child, you are crying. So that is because we have gone past that, we understood that happiness is insignificant. So similarly, life journey, especially for a Krishna conscious person, teaches so many valuable things that he understands everything is like a trough and crest.
Yeah, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Yeah,
Yes,
any
Raman.
other participants would like to ask any question? If so, please raise your hand.
I think everybody is in Brahma Bhuta stage, looks like. so, they are all above this, so no need for anything, looks like. I'm only a theoretical person, not experienced anything. So what can I say? As Madan Manapur rightly put it, we are all getting reacted to all the pleasures and pains of this material world. So I'm also in the same boat.
Yeah, Ravi, since there are no further questions.
Okay. We will conclude today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So thank you all for participating and listening to me patiently. May this Vani of Srimad Bhagavatam at some stage make us all Brahma Bhuta. That is our sincere endeavor. And if that can happen, then it will be with the best fortune that we can have. So thank you all once again for giving me your nice association. Karantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavana Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Jai Gaur Premanande.
It's best Shyamjan Prabhu ki jai. Thank you all for joining.
Sripad
See you all
Maharaj
in
ki
tomorrow's class. Hare Krishna.